Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today's video is the Devil's Tower. Here we're driving in to the park. We just came in the entrance, and it winds around to basically the back side of the tower. I just got a couple short clips driving. And I parked, and here we're at the base of the parking lot and looking up at the tower. And there's trails, there's two trails around. Well, there I zoomed up. We got some climbers out on the tower today. There's one there, there's another one right there. And then this guy all the way up top just finished. And I'm not sure if there's another guy in that crevice right there below him. It's really hard for me to tell. But anyway, yeah, he is way up there. So that's crazy. And I'll unzoom here, and you'll see how small he is up there. Yeah. I have no idea how long it took him to climb all the way up there, but he's already up there. There's one guy right there on top of that little ledge, I think, helping guide up another climber right there. And then a little bit later, there's another guy that starts to climb. So here are the two, those are the two trails. You could pause on that if you like. One's like a 1.6 mile loop around, and then another one is about 2.5 miles around. You can see there's a guy on the right that just threw out a rope in the white shirt. He's about ready to start his climb right up that one crevice to the left of him. Obviously you got to have a permit to climb it. You also need a permit just to climb on those rocks. You can't just climb all over those rocks. What you see there is people tie bandanas and things like that on these limbs, and they call them prayer tags or something to that effect. Not sure what exactly that's for, but so yeah, we had a gorgeous day. The weather was going to be a little dark the next day, so I went right into the park as soon as I got into town. Well, I had some blue skies. So yep, he's still getting ready to start his climb. And as you can see, the other guy has kind of made his way up there, maybe halfway to that other guy. Now, I don't know where the other guy went. I have no idea how they get down. I did not see him rappel down. Sorry for the camera movement there, but so yeah, so here's the little area where people put their prayer bandanas or prayer messages or whatever they call them. And you're not to touch them or disturb them at all. They're considered sacred. So yeah. So here I'm kind of just walking on one of the trailheads around. You do need to be careful on this concrete. There's areas where it's the asphalt has smoothed out, and even in dry weather it was slippery. So yeah, I'm just kind of walking around trying to get some different angles, shooting at the tower. Here's some of the forest and the rock, you know, below the tower as I'm walking along the trail. It's actually a really nice trail to walk on. Yeah. Lots of nice places to get good camera angles on it. Yeah, and then you can see the guy right there in the white. He's starting his climb now. So yeah, here's just kind of what the trail looks like. You walk on, and luckily, you know, it was a good time to go see it. There was the parking lot was pretty full. I found a place for the RV. There are limited RV spots, but they have dedicated spots for that. Yep, and found some ground squirrels, some chipmunks, other little critters crawling around. There's a little seating bench over there that you can just chill out. Yeah, it was a nice walk, and then just continuing to try to find different angles to get a decent view. Kind of panned off there a little bit, so I wasn't filming in those people's faces as I walked by. You know, another angle of all the stones below the tower. Yeah, just getting some more close-ups here. And the white looks like he's starting to do pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing structure, you know. I mean, everything is kind of stone, normal, you know, stone. You know, it's not. Looks like one of the crew's sons said it looked like a bear scratched the mountain, and it does. You know, it's got the those claw marks all the way down it, pretty much all the way around it, except for near the top. It's more of the typical stone that you see. Kind of walking around the trail looking for something through the trees. And then I kind of zoomed up, and what do I see here? You know, we got a vulture. Perfect tree for a vulture to be hanging out into. An old dead tree with no leaves on it. It was kind of fitting. I don't know what he's waiting on. But yeah, the top, you know, you can just see how that's that rock is kind of broken up near the top. Yep, I mean, there's very few people that actually see the top, and those are the only ones that either fly over it or actually climb up and go walk around up there. Be interesting to see what it actually looks like on top of the tower. So I started filming again over here and realized I was actually going the wrong way. Here again, we'll see how far our guy's got. He's almost up to his buddy now. Or she is. I'm not sure. It could be a woman. Apparently, the youngest, the boy was 6 years old to climb the tower, and the youngest girl was 7 years old, and the oldest is a 90-year-old. So yeah, no thanks. Across in the parking lot, you have like a little visitor center there where they have some talk about, you know, the tower itself, and there's a ranger in there. Oh wait, did you see that? I think I just saw an alien. Well, anyway, so yeah, there's a little gift shop in there, and you could buy some t-shirts, and then like I said, there's a ranger in there that will answer any of your questions, and there's some displays on how the tower was formed and all that good stuff. And here what I'm doing is as I'm driving down the hill, I'm pulling off pretty much almost every pull out and getting different angles. This is like the west side, and most of those other pictures were from the north side. So this is a little bit farther down, still kind of on the western side. This angle you can really see the on how pointed it is from the side view, like from my previous video driving up on it, you could see. Yeah. You know, those dark spots, those shadows are, you know, almost look like holes, but, you know, those are just shadows from the end of the stone. We got some hawks up there flying around. And it seemed like that one side was where all the climbers like to go, so I don't know if anybody's climbed it from these other angles or not. This is slightly over again, getting another slightly different angle. Yeah, looking at the top there, you know, it really seems like the top of the tower is pointed, where on the straight views it seems like it's like a flat tower, right? But looking on these angles, it doesn't seem to be that's the case. So here we're down kind of near the entrance to the park. So this is kind of on the south side, east side, southeast side. We got some hawks flying around up there, and you know, you couldn't really see like a big part of the base because, you know, we're pretty close to the mountain. So here's like another unzoomed picture, and you know, you can see the little valley below, which I'll show you here in a minute. Yeah, this angle is kind of very similar to the north side, as far as the width of it and everything. Looks more like the traditional tower. Yeah, and the RV park I stayed at is like right there. It's a Kiowa. I highly recommend staying there because you can camp and you got it. So anyway, yeah, I was filming, and all of a sudden I saw this guy sitting down there just looking at me, and I'm all like, I've never seen it before. I didn't know what it was, but apparently, you know, these are Black Tail Prairie Dogs. And I kind of went back and kept on shooting a little bit there, and he was just kind of sitting there watching me, and so I went back, and I soon realized that there wasn't just one of these guys. This whole field was just full of prairie dogs. You know, I didn't pick up on it at first, you know. I just thought, you know, there's grass and there's dirt and, you know, no big deal. I didn't realize that all those dirt sections and mounds were their tailings from, you know, burrowing their holes. And, yeah, so there's like hundreds of these holes. And apparently inside the park right here, they're protected, because you know, the prairie dogs had, oh, this is awesome right here. Seeing this kind of made my day, watching them play around, and he'd jump on it, he'll run off, and then the little one will come up and bite him in the butt. And then, wait, oh, here comes a, they're gonna go play over here now. But apparently, these prairie dogs used to be all the way from in the middle of the United States, all the way down to Texas. And then, but, ranchers and farmers and things like that, were destructive to agriculture and cattle and all that kind of stuff. So unfortunately, there's not a whole bunch of them left or whatever. So you can see this is the opposite side of the field, a field next to the tower of the road that I'm on, and this whole field is just loaded full of these holes and prairie dogs. And then I actually got out of my car to get, or the RV, to get pictures of this side over here to take a look at it, because then I realized that they have a little display. You can pause on that and you can read on that. It'll tell about them a little bit. So I learned about them and actually what they were, because I had no idea. I've never seen one before. So yeah, it's just a huge field. Just it's like it's been shelled or something, But yeah, they're everywhere out there, just running around. It was such a nice day. They were out and about, because apparently, according to the sign, they spend half their life underground. So I'm not sure the reason for that, other than just shelter and stay away from the predators, I guess. But that sign, if you look at that, will tell how they build their burrows and stuff like that. So yeah, this was the last shot I took early in the morning of the day I left. So I took another little quick video at sunrise and got a nice glow of sun on the Devil's Tower. And that was it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe and like. See ya.